Canva has a ginormous update and Adobe should be quaking in its boots. We've got some exciting features, being able to turn text into presentations, immediately editing photos with AI, and much more. The popular all-in-one design tool is now getting in on the AI action, and they have 10 remarkable features that they have added to their platform. And we're going to break them down one by one so you can understand what it is now possible to do inside of Canva. This is an exciting time to be alive because all of the major players in the game are releasing and showing their hand in relation to AI. This is a race to get the product market fit for these new technologies. There is a lot of money to be made, there is a lot of time to be saved, and today we're going to explore Canva's offering. Number one is magic design, and you're easily able to upload an image and Canva will generate a template based on the asset that you upload. This is a functional AI tool that leverages template design from their AI algorithm. It understands the content that you upload and it gives you a layout, a color palette, and a text combination to use in your design. Let's take a look at how it works. Here, I've uploaded a photo of a spaceship that I created in Midjourney. A number of players have been trying to create their own AI graphic design tools, which allow you to simply input an asset or a text prompt to output fully working comprehensive documents. Microsoft released Microsoft Designer that was fairly underwhelming. Adobe has shed its response and it looks more promising, yet out of my explorations, Canva's tool at the moment looks like the most comprehensive available text to graphic design tool available. And here is a YouTube thumbnail, not bad. So all you have to do to use this magic design tool is you have to go to Media, go to Upload a File, and choose an image that you would like to use. This time I'm using a portrait photo that I generated in Midjourney of a beautiful red-haired woman. Whilst the AI does its magic, there's a lot of sitting back and relaxing these days with AI tools. I suppose that's the future of humanity. Endless relaxation, time for leisure. It's also important to note that I'm using just the free version of Canva here. So these tools are currently available to everyone without being hidden behind a paywall. And this one has worked much better, so it looks like it works better with full images rather than cut out PNG elements. And it's given me an array of vertical-based media, everything from a YouTube story to a flyer. It's interesting, Canva's sale. You can see I have a headline in here because I have added my own piece of text in the headline option. You can clear this and update it to anything you like fashion, show. And you also have the option to adjust the style from the top. There is a vibe or theme. Let's show you how these affect the output. If you go to photo, you can now see results. And this gives you a much more constrained, middle of the road aesthetic. But if you go to tech, you get something that is slightly more organic. And these are great. So you can simply click on whichever template you like best and use this as a starting point for your work. Go to customize template and then you're in to the normal Canva editor and you've already got your content put inside of a template that's fitting for the situation. So it helps you speed up the design process. So let's try again with my little face, and you can see here it's working this time with my face. It's given us a video with me at the side. You can see here that it has a little bit of an error because it has outputted a black text on a dark background. God, disgusting. AI, when will you learn? Haha. Next up, we have Draw Your Ideas. Following many requests from our community, we're excited to release a new way to draw across any type of design. Plus, if you'd like a helping hand, we magically recognize what you're creating and smooth out the shapes. So you can add hand-drawn emblems simply to your designs, like these arrows or circles or any sort of identifier that you like. To use this, you simply go into the Canvas tool and you can find the drawing icon in the sidebar, which is now called Draw. Find your way through the maze. I suppose this is just training me to get better with my tool. Oh, we're gonna go down, we're gonna go along. Oh yes, I won! That was good, eh? So you can have the ability to draw, and once you draw, you can come down to this tool in the bottom right-hand corner, Canva Assistant, and you can quickly access anything, get recommendations or search Canva, all from this one magical button. It's certainly a good button and one of my favorites inside of Canva now. You have the ability to align and perform different actions upon your shape layer. They also mention that coming soon, they'll be able to take your sketch options and match it to elements in their library. So you could do a small sketch of a squirrel and it will represent to you some illustrations of squirrels that you could put in. Or you could draw a simple symbol of a heart and it will show you all of the graphics available that resemble hearts that you can quickly place into your designs. This is a great feature, especially for bringing back some of the visceral, tangible feel of designing things with pen and paper. And it's taking the known interface of interacting with paper and modernizing it, giving us a quicker way to generate designs. I'm really excited about this feature. I've had a lot of fun drawing my own images and running them through AI art generators like Midjourney, and I think there's a lot of opportunity to take this to the next level. Next up is translating your designs in just a click. And with inbuilt AI translation, you're able to export your designs into a number of different languages with just a click. Canva is doing a great job at integrating a whole host of different tools into one platform, and AI translation is just another paintbrush to add to the kit. With over 100 languages to choose from, going global has never been quicker or easier. Simply add text to your design, pick your language, and instantly convert your text and tweak to perfection. Number 4 is a magic eraser and magic editor, which is very similar to an in-painting tool you would find in DALL-E or Stable Diffusion, where you can simply draw over an element and erase it. However, Magic Edit is much more exciting, where you can actually change an element inside of your drawing. The AI photo editor inside of Canva is a great tool, especially because there's a large free offering. And anyone can use this without it being hidden behind a paywall, which is pretty surprising. I wonder if they will remove these features from the free version soon, and if they're just using them as a marketing ploy to draw attention to Canva in this exciting time when all players in the game are trying to stand out from one another. So to use the Magic Edit tool, all you simply have to do is draw over the image, erasing the part that you no longer want to see. Make sure to get the edges covered. Press on Continue, and now you're going to put in what you'd like to see. You can type in using your usual text prompts. I believe this is built on top of Stable Diffusion. So you can use your experience in prompting with Stable Diffusion right here. Finally, you can go ahead and press on Generate. And now you can see I've got a floating cucumber. A few options: sliced cucumber, a more Mexican styled cucumber, or a half cut cucumber on an ice lolly. Or you can have a cucumber on a stick, because there's nothing quite like an ice cold cucumber on a hot summer's day. You can go to generate new results, or you can come back to describing what you'd like to generate. Make sure to give the AI enough space to work with. So on this time, I could have actually given it a little bit more space. So I've increased the size, and this time I'm going to ask for something a little bit more sensible. Be sensible, Samuel, yes. And I'm going to ask it for a nice daffodil, and I'm going to go ahead and generate. This time we should get a more comprehensive, cohesive piece of imagery. And here you can see we've got a lovely one single daffodil, a humongous daffodil that is the largest daffodil I've ever seen, but this small bouquet works very well. You can simply add your own images by going to the Upload panel, and then to use the Magic tool, all you have to do is select your image, go to Edit Photo, come along to Effects, which is the first tab in the top left-hand corner, and from here you have the AI tools available. You can see that the Background Remover and the Magic Eraser are Pro tools. However, they are allowing the Magic Edit tool to all users whilst it's in beta. So you can simply click on the Magic Edit, and you might want to have some fun with yourself. Perhaps you might want to erase your eyes. I'm going to get myself some glowing green cyborg eyes, just like I always dreamed of. Huh.
Mummy, when I grow up, I want to be a cyborg.
Whoa, that is shocking. It's giving me some pretty heavy eyeliner as well. Is this a good look? Should I get the green cyborg eyes? But you can see you can quickly make edits to your face and to any elements in your image that you desire. It's a fun tool to play around with, and I can only see it getting better and better in the weeks and months to come. But be prepared for this feature to go into the Pro version before long. So make sure to try it out now. Next up is Beatsync, and this is a very interesting feature because once again, it's mixing medias together. And what it does is it allows you to upload a music track and it will automatically match the transitions on a video to the beats in your music. So you get some really slick animations right on time. The key to good editing is often rhythm, and this tool makes it a whole lot simpler. All you have to do is start a video project, add music to the videos, sync the music to the beat, and you can personalize your video from there. Let's take a look at the example that they present us in Canva.
You call me a saint, but you know I'm a stranger, all willing and able to do what you want.
Pretty impressive. Next up is magically creating presentations. All you have to do is describe the presentation you'd like to see, and they'll write up and design a draft for you instantly. You describe your idea in a few words and watch it smartly fill the slides with your story. So let's see how it gets on at describing itself. We ask the AI to self-reflect upon its own uses in the world. Canva's new AI tools. Tell me I've spelled Canvas wrong. Dun, dun, dun. Do you ever know how to spell yourself? That is the question. Here it gives us a few options, and you can see it's already started to generate more compelling text. It's changed from Canva's AI tools to Canva's game-changing AI. Seems like everything is game-changing these days. Everybody wants to change the game. Why can't we just keep playing the same game is my question. It's a level change. It's a platform change. You have a few options to choose from, and I'm going to say I like this jolly yellow. Go ahead and click on Create My Presentation to start rendering it out, or you can start again for new options. And here you can see it's already created some texts. It's got, in the introduction, Canva's new AI tools use machine learning to suggest design elements, color schemes, and font pairings that best fit your content. It's actually true. Very clever. AI tools are software programs that use artificial intelligence to automate tasks, make predictions, and improve user experience. I would say that's a little bit broad, and I would probably not actually use such a piece of writing in my text. You can also see that it's inputted an image for us, but it's completely cropped out the most interesting part. But you can make that yourself slightly easier. Let's continue seeing what else it has said about itself. Canva's new AI tools. Canva's AI background remover can instantly remove backgrounds. That's true. Canva's AI-powered color palette generator creates personalized color palettes. I have not so far seen a AI color palette generator, so it's not necessarily true on that fact. I would also like to see an image that relates more closely to the text. And once again, it hasn't cropped it particularly well. But you can simply do that in a matter of seconds yourself. It's also got watermarks, and it seems to want to prefer to use premium content in an effort to make you pay for the licenses. It's interesting that in this presentation, the color scheme is all over the place. We've had yellow slides, plain white slides, and now this terracotta slide. It doesn't feel so coherent with the color themes. Canva's new AI tools will help you design faster, smarter, and more efficiently. Let our AI suggest designs, layouts, and fonts for you. That's very true, and it's also a good piece of copy. Though I have to say that the image it's suggested is absolutely hideous. It's incredibly cliche, and if I ever see a light bulb representing an idea again, I think I might have to end my entire life. It's possibly the most overused metaphor I've ever seen, and it disgusts me that people cannot come with a more original visual tool to display what they mean. And I think it should be the death. This should be the death and the end of using light bulbs to represent anything to do with creativity. So shame on you, Canva. Shame on you, AI tool. But that is my own opinion and rant. Do you agree? Are light bulbs overused metaphors in creativity? So much so that they've become redundant, trite, and cliche. I certainly think so. Overall, I'm very impressed with the quality of presentation that has been generated with Canva's text-to-presentation tool. However, my only criticisms at the moment is that it seems to only represent to you premium images to use in your presentation, and the metaphors it's drawing between the text and the imagery are incredibly cliche, overused, and amateur. But I think it could work more effectively with a less challenging topic. I think finding imagery to work well with AI is actually a big challenge because it's very easy to go down the road of these anthropomorphized robots. for all of your imagery, or use a light bulb for an idea. Bing! They've also introduced their Magic Write tool, which is a text generation feature allowing you to easily create content directly inside of Canva. So this takes a tool like ChatGPT and allows you to use its functionality when designing, which is a great example of applying text generation AI into a real life use case without having to leave the platform to go into another application. And you can see in this example, it's asking the AI to list social media strategy ideas for a new product launch, and it instantly suggests create a content strategy to publish regular posts and other sensible ideas, which are a great starting point. Magic Write is also available in 18 languages, so if you're writing in another language, they've got you covered. They've also got their own text-to-image generator, but this is one of the less original and exciting features inside of Canva. It has already been used to create more than 60 million images. They're also trying to work in some animation features to their AI tool suite. The animation tool now allows you to draw an animated path for your elements to move along. Finally, we have Brand Hub, which Canva is using to target teams and businesses to organize all of their diverse brand assets in one place. Everything from their brand templates, brand guidelines, to their fonts, graphics, logos, projects, and more will all be available in a single centralized library, which is a little bit like a Google Drive inside of Canva for quickly accessing different media for your brand. It's great if you are working with a larger team and you want to align your different mediums. More than 125 million people use Canva's design tools, and that's up 35 million in just the last 6 months. Canva is offering a real alternative to Adobe. Canva is extremely accessible and it has a certain playfulness to its interface. It also creates a platform where you can easily create across different mediums very quickly. And that inherently affects the user experience of Canva, where there are so many different things that you can do in one place. And especially with it being a web tool, it can be a little bit bewildering, which is the exact opposite of their unique proposal when they first came on the market. However, they do create a wonderful visual interface, and they have such a great integration of templates inside of how the platform works that they make it easy to create something that looks fairly good fairly quickly. I personally spent a long time getting used to the Adobe tools when I was younger, and I feel more comfortable in using those tools when I'm actually doing some real design work. I like that they have a slightly more professional aspect to them in that it's much easier to create nuanced, detailed changes inside of Illustrator, Photoshop, or Premiere. But Canva has definitely fixed a problem in the design software market, and it will be very interesting to see these two titans of the design world go head to head. Canva democratizes design and allows everyone the ability to quickly generate meaningful pieces of design work. And now with its AI tools, it is taking its offering to the next level. I believe there's space in the world for both Adobe and Canva, and in some ways they are not mutually exclusive. Some people, of course, who were going to use Adobe will now use Canva. But I can also imagine many people who have used Canva for a long time wanting more control and nuance to their work, switching over to Adobe eventually. I think it's a natural progression to start with the simplest software and slowly move up to more advanced software. When I was editing at first, I would use iMovie, and it took me time to move into Premiere and feel comfortable there. I think understanding some of the concepts around design work, design processes are great to get your head around first before moving in to a more complex environment that gives you complete control. Thanks for watching. I'm so glad you made it to the end. Congratulations. It's wonderful. I appreciate you very much. Remember that likes are free, and to watch this video next for more on AI.